What's up, family? Well, I'm gonna give a honest assessment on Jaron Boots Ennis. I made a recent video about him not too long ago. Go check it out, like earlier, regarding people saying he hasn't fought anybody. Now, over this New Year's weekend, I had some time. I went back and I like to do that sometimes. I go back and watch a lot of these dudes' fights, a lot of their previous fights. So, a lot of times, man, people are comparing Jaron Ennis to Errol Spence and comparing them to Terrence Crawford. A lot of people say Jaron Ennis is a blend between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. I do see similarities in his fighting style between Errol Spence and Bud. He has the movement. He can switch hit like Bud. He has footwork. Bud still has okay footwork. His footwork, it doesn't seem to have really slowed down that much over the years. It seemed like if it did slow down, very slightly. Not much. Because Terrence Crawford, he hasn't received that much wear and tear in his career. He hasn't received wear and tear in the ring as much, and he hasn't received a lot of wear and tear outside the ring. So just because somebody's 35 years old, that doesn't mean that they're not in better shape than somebody that's like 25. Okay, there's a lot of people that's 25 years old right now that I'm probably healthier than. They drink a lot of bullshit, they drink lean, whole lot of sodas, and they smoke cigarettes and all that shit. I never smoked a day in my life. I don't drink. If I do go out to a party, I don't need to fucking drink to have fun. I don't need to do that. All right. Okay, so people get this misconception about age. There's people that's 70 years old that's in better shape than me, more than likely. I see women on Facebook. I forgot the chick's name. Some 50-year-old chick look much better than women that's like 20 years old, 30 years old. She put them to shame. Yeah, I know that lady I'm talking about. I forgot her page on Facebook. She got YouTube videos too. Bad chick, 50 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? So age is really a state of mind, really, when you think about it, man. But back to this. I had time to watch some of Jaron Ennis' last fight, especially the Sergey Lipinets fight. I paid very close attention to that one because Sergey Lipinets is probably one of the hardest punchers that he's ever faced. Pretty decent puncher. All right. People like to say that Lipinets wasn't a serious opponent for Boots. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. All right, now him as far as how does Jaron Ennis beat Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence? Well, you know what I mean? I'll give my honest assessment after what I got through, just further watching some of Boots' fights. When he fought Lipinets, he got hit with a real solid shot. I think it was a left. No, I think it was a right hand by Lipinets. I mean, he hit him really hard with that right, bro. He hit him so hard. He hit him hard, you see Boots hanging like this. And Boots ate the shot. I mean, that was a flush punch, dude. He ate the shot. So that is the fight I think Jaron Ennis' chin was tested the most, was with Sergey Lipinets. And I think to date, that might be the hardest puncher he ever faced, probably was Sergey Lipinets, okay? Sergey gave a good account of himself until Boots wore him down. He couldn't take anymore. And in that fashion, Boots kind of reminds me of Errol Spence when it comes to like wearing you down, breaking you down throughout the fight. He can also knock you out. He has better KO power than Errol Spence as well. And he has more KO power than Terrence Crawford too. With that being said, as far as it goes with Errol Spence and Boots, I think Jaron Ennis has what it takes to beat Errol Spence. He has the movement to evade the body shots. That's really gonna be the key to a lot of that. He has the movement to. That's Errol Spence's bread and butter, is the body work. I don't think he can do much with you if you move it around, bro. I don't think Errol Spence could do much with you if you move it around. And even if like he's vulnerable to counter shots, Errol Spence. If you can counter him while you on the move and Boots can fight on the back foot just like Terrence Crawford, he could probably catch Errol with something that he ain't gonna see. It's just similar to Terrence Crawford. So I see Jaron Ennis giving Errol Spence a lot of fits in that ring, bro. If he stands there and trades with Errol Spence, Jaron Ennis' inside game is crisp. He has a crisp inside game. He has more of a whipping body work. His body shots more like whipping than like more like Errol Spence's is more of like a. Errol's is whipping too, but his is more like uniform. His is more compact than Jaron Ennis's is. I think Boots' arms are longer than Errol Spence, but Errol Spence's inside game is better than Jaron Ennis' inside game to me, because that's what he really. It seems like that's what Errol Spence really. He trained for that shit, man. That body work shit. And James had him in there really training for that, man. So I think Jaron Ennis his body work is probably a little bit under Errol Spence's. It's not much. It's not far from it, but Errol's is top notch, man. Excuse the camera. As far as but I think overall he beats Errol Spence, man. Probably convincingly. It might even be a knockout in that fight. Might even be a knockout. Boots' body ain't really been tested like that yet either. If he stands there with Errol, and there's a chance Errol could hurt him to the body as well, and could stop Boots to the body. That's a possibility. I don't see that happening. I see Boots' movement being too good for Errol Spence, and I see him either winning on the cards to Errol Spence or stopping him late, maybe like 10, something like that. As far as Terrence Crawford goes, I'm not too sure if Boots beats Bud yet. I'm not too sure, bro. I'm not too sure of it, man. He'll probably give Bud a good run, but I'm not sure if he really beats him yet. If Bud slows down a little bit, maybe if he starts slowing down significantly, maybe like if Bud was fighting, let's say he was fighting again, maybe for another to like 38 years old or something, he would slow down a little bit. Boots will probably get him. But I think right now, I don't know, man. I don't think so. I was watching a lot of the Limit Yets stuff. There was some shots that he didn't have to get hit with that he did get hit with. I know this is boxing, but it was just it was just certain things in there. I just saw, I'm like, Bud will exploit this, Bud will exploit that. He likes to showboat around in the ring a lot. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that'd be wise for him to do that in there against Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford yet. I think Boots is kind of seasoned already. He has like 27, 28 fights. Yeah, his level of competition, not all of them were the best, but he got the rounds in, bro. He's getting the rounds in. That also counts for something. But overall, man, I just don't think yet he beats Terrence Crawford. I think it'll be a good fight. You might even see a draw out of that fight. Maybe it could go to a draw. I think it'll be a good bang out between both of them. But gotta definitely be careful in there against Boots, like in the inside. You gotta watch out for he gotta watch out for Boots' inside shots and that cuffing shot he does to like the side of your head. Bud will have to watch out for that. He could possibly hurt Bud if he hit him with one of those kind of shots. But I just think Bud, him and his switching might cause. I think both of them switching on each other might cause significant problems for one another. That's why I say I can see that fight going to a draw. I think that fight is a very underestimated fight, Terrence Crawford and Jaron Ennis. But I just think Bud pulls it off, man. Slightly pulls it off against Boots. Maybe, like I said, another few years, he could get Terrence. I think he'll get him. Not now, though. Errol Spence, he can get Errol Spence right now. Errol could hurt him too, though. I see that. I can see Errol probably dazing, hitting him with something in that fight, and then maybe causing a little bit of concern at first. But I think Boots probably will shake it off, man. I think Boots' chin probably will hold up against Errol Spence. The body work, we don't know if Errol can hold up to Boots' body shots either. So that's what I mean, bro. I think Boots gets Errol out of there before he gets Terrence Crawford out of there. Just my assessment after watching the Olympic Yates fight, watching the Castillo Clayton fight didn't really do much for me. But watching the Lorme fight, watching the Olympic Yates fight, and there was another fight I watched a while ago. I don't remember who it was. Boots was giving Boots a good run, and there was some things Boots was doing in that fight I didn't like. That I'm like, bro, why no, don't do that. And sometimes his dad he's a coach. His dad was coaching him a lot in the Olympic Yates fight, and you saw what happened ultimately at the result. Okay, but that's just my honest assessment, man. Let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Rebel Life Boxing. Like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all later. And I'm off this. Peace.